Hi, I'm Nancy, Pampered with Diamonds, and today I'm going to show you the good, the bad, and the ugly. Hi! Yep, the good, the bad, and the ugly, as Pampered with Diamonds sees it. Yep, I'm going to show you. I've been picked on, for a lack of better words, because I save my trash drills. Oh, this is why. I'm going to show you. Now, as you know, we've taken you on the diamond art journey of how to diamond art, how to diamond paint rounds and squares. Well, now that you're actually diamond painting, I'm going to show you which drills you should actually be placing on your canvas and which ones you should not. No. Whether it's round or square, there's bad drills. What? Yep, there's bad drills. There really is. Bad drills are more, well, they're equally as bad, depending on the bad on the drill. I'm going to show you, I need a tray. Okay, I'm going to show you a few examples of bad, okay? I'm trying to find some good bad. And you'll understand what I mean by good bad when I find them. So, let's see. All right, that's of course, this is a pink tray. Of course, you know I have a new lighted tray. I don't know where it's at the moment, but here's the top to it. But I'm gonna, well, I don't know if you can see it. You'll be able to see it a little better here, I think. Yeah. Okay, there's one bad. Okay, that's another bad because it's round. Oh, where you going? I need you. Yep, I need you. I need you. And you. And I need you that way. Okay. Let me see in my other bad bag. Okay, here are some. This one's a bad one. Yeah, I'm going to clean this up when I'm done. Some weird shapes. Some more with tabs. Okay. I will be right back. Okay, I found my lighted tray. I just figured out where it was. All right, I'm going to dump these in there. Okay, so here are some bad drills. You can't really see them. Yeah, you can. There's one right there that's like not even fully formed and it's got a hole in the middle. There's one that's right below it. It's teeny tiny. It's just not going to work. There's one that's the shape of a ball. It's actually two stuck together. And you can get apart most of them by putting them between two pickle trays, the green ones that nobody uses. If you put them between those, most of the time they will separate. And then you got one here who doesn't even look like a drill. It's I don't know what you call it, but it's a sliver of some kind. All right. right there. Yeah, I don't even know what you would call it. And then there's one in here that is, okay, flip over. I want people to see what you look like on the back. Okay, there are some that the flat side's not really flat. It looks like a bowl on the flat side. Those will not stay on your canvas. You might be able to place them, but eventually they're going to pop off. So don't use those. And then you have some like this guy here. He's got a tab on his edge. He is just going to push other drills away from him, and they're not going to sit close. And with rounds, you don't want anything to hinder them getting close. You want your rounds to be friendly with each other. So that's some example of round trash. And this one here, that guy right there is just too big. And he's got like a ring around it, kind of like Saturn. You don't want him either. So I hope you were able to see those. And then you got this thing here. I don't even know what it is. Yeah, it's just trash. They're obvious trash. So most companies give you plenty of drills. So when you see the trash, don't use the trash. Yeah, don't use it. Life's too short to use bad drills, okay? Yeah, you can see right there, that guy. He's got a little tail. You definitely don't want to use him because he will keep other drills away. He'll treat the others will treat him like he has COVID, and you don't want that. No. He will tell all the drills, go away from me. So you don't want to use those types of drills. Okay, I'm going to show you now the problems with round and square damage drills. They are slightly different. So I'm going to find some square damage drills. Okay, here we go. Sometimes you can find a trash drill. Let me see. In a square kit, sometimes you find a round drill, and in a round kit, sometimes you find a square drill. Okay, now you can see these guys right here. They're attached. Okay, they are attached. Now you could break them apart, but one of them will probably have a tab on it. So I don't even keep those. And I find those most of the time, I hate to say it, but with dreamers. But it's okay. They give you plenty. And then there's that weird looking one. It looks like a teardrop, and there is no teardrops in this canvas. And then you get something like, let me just dump these out. This came from my Patriotic Post canvas. So I just want to show you what some of the damage looks like. Okay. Do you see that long skinny thing? I don't know what that is. You don't want to put that on your canvas. And that one right under my finger it's just shaped wrong. It's kind of round, kind of square. You don't want to use it. So you can be picky with these canvases, with these drills. Okay, this one right here is concave. Do you see that? On the flat side. You don't want to use that one because that's one, like I said, that will pop off your canvas. And look, there's a round one in a square kit. It happens, but you don't want to use them. Let's see, are there any others that are unique? well, I already went over these two. They're best friends. And you can see, you can't see it on the camera, but there's a little tab in between them. So when you break them apart, one will probably be good and the other one will have a tab. You don't even want to mess with it. They give you plenty. Let's see. So you want to make sure, okay, if you look at that one, that's got tabs on the corners. They're extra little legs. And when you're placing squares, you want to make sure there's no tabs at all on your square drills. Because if you place them on your canvas that way, they are not going to let the neighbors get close to them. And your squares, you want all of them to be hugging each other. And if there's tabs on the edges, they are not going to be friends with each other. And that's not what you want for a square canvas. Okay? So you really want to be picky. So that's just a small sample of what you can find in the damage. See that Genie M bush now? Look at me using my damaged drills. Okay, so let me put that back in there. So now that you know which drills to use and which ones you don't use, you should be able to place your drills with no problem. So I am working on a round canvas. This is the canvas for Genie M Bushnell's event, the Alice in Wonderland event. So I just want to show you real quick how to place drills. Okay. Move my mouse. All right. You're going to pour. I'm going to use this tray because not everybody has a light up tray. And that's not accurate. Okay. Regular tray. Now here is what we call a washi tape trick. So what that means is, see how they all lined up and then the other ones just went to the side? That's the washi tape trick. I actually have a tray where I have washi tape down the side that doesn't have this built in. The washi tape trick really does work, guys. I love it. So you see how I just shook gently and my drills are all lined up. So now I'm just going to move them to the middle a little bit. Come on. I should be using, this is usually what I use to move them. Just to get them off the side. That's just the me thing. Okay. So now we're going to take your pen, go straight down, pick one up, and then you're going to place it right on the canvas. Straight down, pick one up, go straight down on the canvas. Because, especially with this pen, or any pen, if sometimes there's residue around the edge, and if you don't go straight, you'll pick up other drills. And then it won't place nice. So you want to go straight down. And typically you're not holding the tray. So you're going to hold it like that. Straight down, place. Straight down, place. Straight down, place. Now, I don't know if this is actually sticky enough to multi-place, but if I was multi-placing, I would take my multi-place tip, go down at an angle. Yeah, it's not sticky enough, but there's two, and then you just go down. But it's not, it didn't, wasn't enough. I'll show you in another video. So this is how you do rounds. Okay, and then I will show you next. See, once they're all lined up, it's perfect. So the more diamonds you place, they actually line themselves up. Squares is the best for lining themselves up. Rounds, sometimes you have to help them out. Okay, so that's the placement of rounds. So then you're going to dump them back in your container or your baggie, whatever you're using. Make sure you only have the container out of the drills you are using at the moment. When you take more than one out, there is a chance you could just grab a tray, grab a cylinder, dump them in, and now you've mixed colors. So I always keep the tray that I'm using next to the tray. Nowhere else on my workspace. I leave the other ones in the container. Okay, that is rounds. Now I'm going to show you squares. Okay. Squares. I am working on the Eiffel Tower. This is a square canvas. And take that off. So now I need number 7, which is right here. And in these trays, you just shake a little. See how they line up? And you're going to look, make sure there's no damage. And I don't see any damage. This is from Diamond Art Club. And I'm going to go straight down. Go straight down. Straight down to keep it as a square. And just place down. Straight down. Straight down. And squares will, for the most part, line themselves up. So don't worry too much, but you do want to keep the square in the shape. In other words, you don't want to put it like that as a diamond. You want to put it down as a square because it has 4 sides and it could be a diamond. Okay, so now I'm going to do number 8, and I just need 2. I'm going to go straight down, put it there, straight down, put it there. Actually, I need 3. Straight down, put it there, and now I'm going to need number 1, which is a really pretty crystal. Look at that. Now, I don't see any damaged, so I'm going to pick a pretty one, put it right there at the top. Now, if you look at the squares, they lined themselves up. You didn't see me fuss with it. It lined itself up. Now, with rounds, they don't really line themselves up. You have to kind of place them, but they do. They do to an extent, okay? But this is what that tip is for. You can just go like this, and it will also line them up. Okay? You put them in between the drills. Find something that's not really lined up, and these will line up your rounds really good. It will also line up your squares. So, but it will line itself up as you go further down. If you have any questions, put it in the comments, and remember, there are good drills, there are bad drills, and just plain ugly drills. And you don't want to place any of those. You really don't. Your picture will come out nice without worrying about those kinds of drills. Well, I am pampered with diamonds. I like it a lot. Whoops. I like it a lot. And be kind to everyone you meet. Bye, everyone.